Hey, collective. Welcome back to the Oracle's desk. So, apologize for no charms pulls today this morning, you guys. I'm tired. Like literally my hand hurts. I have so much music to play right now. I have all the excuses. At the end of the day, still here. We are going to have a little visit from the fairies. Also, the charms are leading a lot of dark stuff, and I just kind of want to see if I can mitigate that as much as I can. So if that sounds interesting to you and you're looking for a message from the fairies, this is your tarot station and this is your tarot read. So please hit subscribe, grab yourself a tasty beverage. It is time for us to practice the noble art of divination. Are you ready, collective? All right. We are going to commune with the fairies. Had some very interesting fairy magic lately. Fairy rings specifically, and something about the colors in a psychedelic trip and mushroom trips specifically that are supposed to be speaking to us. This is color language that we do not understand, and that's okay. We've been shielded and guarded and veiled from all of our senses and being able to use them to our fullest abilities. So we're going to have miracles, collective. We're going to have to wake our senses up. How you do that is you start thinking of at least 12 completely irrational, insane thoughts in a day, and you'll be on your way. Okay. Anyway, fairy rings, something about crystals, something about colors, color messages, color languages. It's mostly usually the light beings and the bubbles. If you know what I'm talking about, hit the thumbs up. If you have a diagnosis for me, put it down in the comments section with the others. Those jokes never get old, by the way. Never. What do you want us to know? Fairies are usually pretty quiet in the winter. I know it sounds corny, but it's true. Yeah, see, this is a human. This is the fairy ring. This is kind of creepy. This is the fairy ring. A man is leaving the fairy ring. Or he's going back to it. He's remembering it. Maybe he's thinking of 12 impossible things every day. Now the fairies are starting to reveal themselves to him. Hit subscribe. Maybe he's daydreaming of building something around where he saw a fairy circle. Maybe a cathedral of light. I don't know. Let's get some more tarot cards. It's interesting. This also reminds me of my muse. There's a... Let me go get it. Let me see if I can get it. Sorry, guys. It's on my altar. It's this picture here. Now, this wild creature is moi. And this gorgeous creature is my muse. Now, my muse is from a very... What's the word I want to say? From the city. Let's put it that way. From the city. I clearly am from the wild. 4:04 on the clock. 4:14. I'm clearly the wild one here. My muse is confined, and there's a border here where this person has been walking in the city, and he comes across a fairy. This is this. I've never seen this card before in this deck, so I thought that one that I had was the only one with city marks on it, and clearly it's not. So this has got to be something significant. 444. Okay. So there's something about meeting nature. So nature nature and the city are colliding. Ooh, sorry, collective. I'm rough with stuff, guys. I'm sorry. My mom, I can hear her. She'd be like, "Oh, in a china shop." I'd be like, "Yeah, okay." Or it could be that I've been abused my entire life and I'm just jumpy. Hit subscribe. Why is she jumpy? I don't know. Let's make fun of her. It sounds like fun. Okay, let's see here. Let's get some everyday tarot. This is a very large deck. So, city versus fairy. And I will be splitting this deck as soon as I'm done cutting it up. We're just going to split it open. It's just too large. And the cardstock is so thick to shuffle. So, if you are unhappy, put it in the comments. 3 cups. Yeah, coming together. Ace of Cups. And in this full energy. That's how you do it. Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. That's who will do it. The Queen of Wands. Oh, look. Oh, yeah, I remember this card. She's conducting her orchestra. I don't know who this is about, collective. 616 on the clock. I don't know who this is about, collective. Oracles, themusicoracle.com. If you're interested, look, the Empress at the bottom of that. Okay, so it's about nurturing this union and invention. Card 21, card 0, ace, and 3. Yeah, and she's composing. So this is a grand orchestration. I would say divine time. I would say God magic. I would say order magic. Something, yeah, because we're having tea here with friends. We have a cup here for the ace, Fool with the spilled cup here. It's giving Mad Hatter at the tea party. What if the Mad Hatter went back into the city or something like that? Ace of Cups, 3 of Cups, the Fool. The edge of the city and the edge of the forest. And there's something in that. It's also in permaculture too, where the most fertile places in permaculture are the borders. So if you can make, the more borders you can make in permaculture, the better it is for your garden. So there's something about that as well. I'm trying to keep it so you can see the Queen of Wands, but I'm sorry, I would have to pull this out way further. And if you think I'm hitting this thing a lot now, pull it out further and I will definitely hit it a million more times. Hit subscribe. Come together right now over me. There's something about the edges being very fertile, and maybe the edges of where spirit is now, it's like, I don't know. You know how they say like urban crawl? This is like the opposite. This is like, what's the word for it? No, they call it urban sprawl. This is called something crawl. I don't know. Let's get some more cards. I think we got to do a collective. I think we're going to get into the archetypes, and we may do a little bit of magic that I have not done yet here on this channel. But we'll see. We'll see what we get from these archetypes here. See if I'm right. If indeed urban and rural. Rural crawl, urban sprawl. That's what I'm looking for. This is rural crawl, but this is like spirit, or I don't know what is this fantasy energy, whatever the fantasy energy is. Oh, you know what it's giving? I don't know why it took me that long to figure that out. This is giving that Enchanted movie where, like, was it Amy something and Patrick Dempsey, where she was like a fairy tale character and she came into the real world. Amy Adams, is that her name? And she's like, "Hi, good morning. I love everyone." And people are like, "Get the fuck away from me." That's what this is giving. This is giving nature is coming back. 1044 collective. Welcome back, Mother Nature. She's coming back. She's growing stronger in our everyday lives. It's coming back because we are learning how to reintegrate magic into our lives. Like, you ever saw Harry Potter and you were like, wow, if I did magic, I would be like Dumbledore, right? I would be like, man, I am going to be the biggest, baddest magician ever. I'm going to be able to do all this cool stuff. You know what I mean? And then, like, you see, like, the Weasleys, and all she does is, like, the magic to take care of her children. Now, I'm not saying that that's not valuable magic. It's not as, like, but at the end of the day, Hufflepuff was the most powerful magician because she made all the other magicians that lived at Hogwarts stronger and more powerful with her spells, right? She's the one that did the cooking. She's the one that did the decorating. She's the one that did the communal spaces and all that stuff. So she was the most powerful magician at Hogwarts, of the founders of Hogwarts, if you're looking at that, because she did house magic. So I do not want to take away Head Twitch witchcraftery, and I don't want to dismiss it. Okay, I want to be very clear. That being said, if you are practicing magic and you understand magic and you I like to use this example. What is the name? Mary Lou Who? Mary Lou Who was really good at decorating magic, okay? No one was better than her, Martha Who, or whatever her name was with the gun. And she always had competition, other people trying to get up to her level. So they wanted to decorate their houses and show that they had that kind of decorating magic, right? That kind of thing. So, like, if you say, I would be Dumbledore, and you only put out tinsel for the kind of magic that you're making for your decorating magic, then you are not going to be Dumbledore that way. You have to really go at it, right? So, us just even understanding that, lighting incense is fire and air magic. That makes us more magical. Now, what other kind of air magic can you do? Well, if I were Japanese, I would be able to make, if I were in the right group of Japanese people, hit subscribe collective, I would be able to make fire and air magic with fireworks. And my fire and air magic wouldn't have any smoke billowing around it. When my firework went off, it was a clean burn, like these fireworks. You know what I'm saying? Magic. Yeah, okay, great. You're a composer. You're making music. You're making money. You're doing whatever. But what are you doing with that magic? So everyone has the inherent ability to be magical, but are you being the most magical you can? Hit subscribe. If you are, put it down in the comments. I bet everyone in this, in my part of the Divine Collective are doing just fine with magic. And we're working every day to make our magic stronger. So there's something about that. There's something about us practicing magic in a different way, and now it's appearing larger, like sparking like fireworks in our lives. And now we're going to start building things. Because look, he's a builder too, isn't he? Or he could be a janitor. No, they're building a house back there, though. Yeah, he's out on a ledge. Look, he's out on a ledge building stuff, and there's all these miracles all around him. Fairies, rainbows, animal signs. So now we're going to start building things to bring magic in more intensely. I spread that energy throughout the collective for a most perfect timeline in service of the Most High. Let's see what kind of magic we're going to be making. I'm not ready yet. Nope. Ring. Damn, I hate it when spirit is good. I never hate it, but it's like, ugh. Spirit is good, you guys. I'm trying to tell you. End 522. All right. I was hoping this would be short. The ring. I always thought people say Solomon's ring. And I think, was it a real ring or was it a ring? Was it a vibration? I don't know. But I know that whatever it is, we don't know what the hell it was. And if they do know what it was, they don't know how to use it. Hit subscribe. Okay. The ring, the womb. There's the fairy circle again. Love. Why she does this? Hold on. The orphan, the vessel, the one. Let's do it like this. I feel like, and then one. Because the one, the orphan, the one maybe would have the ring and resonate. And the vessel, love, comes from the womb because of love. Well, first comes love, first comes the love or the vessel. Are we in the chicken and the egg debate again? I think we're in the chicken and the egg debate again. First comes love, then comes the womb, or the vessel, then the womb. Or the vessel and then the love. Oh, God, I don't know. I hate these. Let's hope that the womb and the vessel come before love. That's confirmation. Project Trinity revealed. I don't know if that's significant. Okay, we'll do it like that. That sounds like proper love. Healthy. In the upright. Can you guys see everything? Oh my God. Okay, so the ring is resonance. The ones who are ringing proper resonance. Oh, the vows underneath it. Wow. This is getting crazy. Are there any other hidden cards? Is that everything? Please. Okay. This could be a bell tower. It could be a bell tower. Could have been a signpost, could have been a clock. Simple as a guitar, steady as a rock. Should have been one of these things first. So we're bringing more magic into the realm. I feel like there's a meeting coming. We're going to get some Mason deck out here in a minute to see about this building because I feel like this is a thing. Resonance, the one. Maybe you felt like an orphan. Maybe you're a black sheep like me. Hit subscribe. Put it down in the comments. If you resonate, you are getting a cup. This Ace of Cup is going to help us. Oh, you know what? Lord Ganesh just gave us a cup yesterday. Maybe some of the meaning of this is in that reading. I'll have to go back and look. I'll put it down in the comments for this reading. So, when the people who resonate in this receive their cup, maybe there's a coming together. and a planning of this phase. Yeah, planning of this building, right? The building will be the vessel. We'll have made it out of love. For love of magic, I don't know. But then we'll create the womb and then we'll make the vessel. I don't know, something like that. But we're good. It's coming into creation because the one is here. And there's a vow too. This is very witchy. This is very like birth and I don't know, like if you are resonating with this at all, first off, if you're not, thank you for sticking around the song. If you are, there's some kind of vow that you need to write up, and you need to write up a, not a decree, not a declaration, a petition. You need to write a petition specifically for, I mean, it could be a mission statement, I guess, but it needs to be more magical. If you are actually going to build something that's going to strengthen magic's ability in this realm, if you're composing something, you also may consider music, what kind of music you're going to need, how you're going to document it's going to be important too. For the bell tower. So when you come together for your meeting, let's see what we need to talk about and focus on before we start thinking about how to build this. Because to be honest, I have a lot of magical buildings I want to build as well. I want gardens and things like that. So this is kind of important to me to know also. 10 of Cups. Okay, so, oh snap. What did I do? Sorry, I got this all screwed up. Okay, so let's see. What do we need to do when we come together for this building spirit? We'll have the Masons come because they're the keepers of all this knowledge. You knew how much magic went into some of these buildings. Old guarded dirt root work magic. Oh, shit. Fucking hit subscribe, collective. Holy shit. I bet that came out at 22:22 too. I bet cash money. I'm going to look back on the replay. Put it down in the comments. This is literally man and woman coming together in a 10 of Cups, biggest, most, bestest, emotional everything, to create a vow, to create a petition, to understand dirt magic, building magic, resonance magic, to build a thing for maybe a bell or a ring that's supposed to help ground magic, and hit subscribe. I love it. You have to understand, even this idea brings magic in stronger. Let's get, I'm going to read the 10 of Cups. Just because in this deck, you guys, again, this deck is very different than the other decks. They all have different meanings. And the funny thing is, most people don't know the Walter Waite is also a channeled deck. So it's not like, most of it is, there are like very few cards. I think the Major Arcana is original. But all the other lower Arcana and stuff, most of that is not. It's all channeled. It represents multiplication of brotherly love and protection. They open new roads and a new stage begins. Fucking yes! This is what I'm talking about, collective. This is sick. You guys, I want to make things as magical as possible. Like, I want Dumbledore level magic. I don't want, like, you know, and I'm cool with Hedge Witch. I just gave the big speech. I really... This is so cool. And the vow is here too. This is a very magical union. Collective. I can't stress this enough. Do I have anything else I want to grab or look at before I close this out? Because I feel like the read is amazing and I don't want. I mean, this is us building Camelot, right? The high priest and the high priestess are here. So when this comes together, this group or whatever this is, or all of us just in ourselves making this everyday decision. But I really feel like this is a group that is coming together to try to figure out how to make something to bring magic back. You're going to want to consider a high priest and high priestess energy. High priest commands things in, the high priestess draws things in. You're going to want people who resonate. The work shows to come to help you with this stuff. Let's see. Let's get a Shakespeare because my head's getting really swollen right now doing this, and I would like to come back down to my humble beginnings. Hit subscribe, collective, if you need to be coming down. 10 again and a jack at the bottom. Thou stood for a witch. Thou stool for a witch. Yeah, this is witchery shit, yo. To such fools as you that make the world full of ill-favored children. Thank you. As you like it from the clown. Well, I appreciate that. Last but not least, from Jack himself. An ass head and a coxcomb and a knave, a thin-faced knave, a gull. 12th night. Yeah, you got to get into this fool's energy, an ass head. You got to be a real fool to think that something A like this could work, B, you could pull it off, and C, that you would even say it aloud. Hit subscribe, collective. I love this. This is sick, you guys. I don't even know what else to say. I feel like this is the end of the read. Whatever's being commissioned here, the fairies love it. Okay? They love it. I'm thinking, what is he thinking? What is he going to build? Oop. Oh, amplifier? A bell? I don't know. It says ring. I don't know, but whatever it is, like, can I come too? You hit me up in the comments. I want to build something to help bring magic back, please. That would be sick. Anyway, this is quite an adventure. We can all do this in our little ways in our own life too. This is not something that you need to have a big thing on. You could just sit around and talk about how to make things more magical. And I'm not saying that because I think, oh, you should practice witchcraft. You are already. You need to be intentionally doing things. I can't tell you how many people participate, especially in these religious ceremonies. You have no idea what they're doing. And I'm telling you, they're doing shit you would not want, okay? Like being baptized into still water, you're literally being baptized into death, okay? You're being baptized into death under the guise of the death of Jesus, all right? Baptisms are supposed to be done in living water. So, like, even that right there, okay? Don't get me started with the stuff with the babies and everything, and I can't, okay? And I'm not talking about Epstein. I'm talking about regular rituals that you participate in. These are very, 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 very well thought out rituals, okay? And they all have spiritual meaning. So it's time for us to start our own rituals. It's time for us to revive these things that are floating around in the ether that want to be revived. Because I tell you, the people who have them now, they don't know how to make them work. Anyway, if you've stuck around this long, you are in this club. We are going to bring magic back. Hit subscribe, collective.